happy Life Day and Merry Christmas, you filthy animals. It is your buddy and your pal, Aewch. Here we are with somewhat of an impromptu Aewchcast. This was mostly improv, this is mostly compulsive, and this is mostly a bad idea from a tipsy mindset, but it might work, you never know. So, of course, depending on when you're watching this and how fast I can get it created, it is either the day after Christmas or very, very late Christmas Day, which can only mean one thing. We all got stuff again! Woo! So, in a little effort, let's talk about the holiday haul that yours truly got this year. Now, if you're wondering if this is just vanity personified and incarcerated, totally. Yeah, it really is. There's even a little bit of sloth in there somewhere. Some gluttony. There's gluttony as well in there. A lot of lust. A lot of lust, strangely enough. Figure that one out. So, gift number one from myself. I don't know if anyone else will do that thing where they will buy themselves a gift for themselves that they don't put on their Amazon wish list so no one really knows it's actually coming in. I've been doing that a couple of years to most success. So, one thing I have been going through is I have started using Gamer Supps. It is one of those energy drink companies that basically cater and market to gamers, except instead of, professionalism and brand deals, Gamer Supps does mostly cringe, and I am all for it. Now, they had a Christmas sale, which means you got some freebies depending on how much you ordered. So, not only did I get some new flavors, such as emotional damage, and the other newest one, you can read that, I'm not going to say it, YouTube might bust me for something. But they also, as part of the deal, sent over a new waifu cup, which is basically a cup with an anime girl on it. There she is. This one is called Send Nudes, because it's a bowl of noodles and not what you were thinking. And then, as also part of the deal, they also sent a pair of waifu gaming sleeves. Take a look at that. Now, I'm not sure what a gaming sleeve is. It doesn't sound like it's anything, but to be fair, it is somewhat cold down here at the Under the Bridge recording studios. So anything to keep in a little bit of surface heat is fine with me. See if we can get that on camera. For something with big anime boobs, I've seen worse. I've seen worse. And it actually is kind of keeping heat in. Heck, I could probably use these in jiu-jitsu class. I might get a lot of looks, but I could probably use these in jiu-jitsu class. So, let's get the other one on there. Yeah. Hey, look, I can make them grow. No, I'm kidding. I'm just gonna wear these. These are actually kind of comfortable. So, that was part one to me. Next up, in the practical gift department, as much as it's not fun to get things you can actually use, at a certain age, it actually becomes more important. For example, if you are a guy and have a little bit of handyman in you, get yourself a little Leatherman pocket tool. This is one of these cool multi-tools you can carry around. It's one of those things where you would be more surprised how often you could use this than you would think. So obviously you have your snips on top, your grips, some wire cutters. You have various knives, blades, little snippers down here, files, things like that. Just kind of all over. Now, if I knew how to open them up, would be a different story. But if we can just see, there you go. So, little pair of clippers on that one. This one, I believe. Ow. Yeah, there it is. There's the knife on that one. So, gentlemen, if you get the chance and you find yourself doing a lot of work around the house or little things like that, grab yourself a little Leatherman and carry that around with you. And then my only other piece of advice is if you go to a place that has really cheap toilet paper, carry a roll of good toilet paper with you. That is my only advice I know. Now, coming into DVD world, again, this is one of those kind of lost programs of the 90s that doesn't get a lot of credit. But for a lot of the fast talking, snappy writing and jokes kind of things, you really can't go wrong with Duckman on DVD. This is the complete series starring Jason Alexander. Pretty much forgotten because it's one of those things where I think it premiered on, of all stations, the USA Network. I mean, that could be wrong. That could just be my thinking of it. But again, one of those very smart, fast-talking shows that you see nowadays, especially in things like Rick and Morty, stuff like that. But hopefully I can get a review up sometime this year. I have no schedule about what I listen or watch or anything like that. But Duckman on DVD. Give that one a shot. Now, if you find yourself loving Christmas, the only issue is you end up being a slave to the TV companies because you can only see these specials certain times, certain nights. They make no sense, but not anymore. As we take a look, the complete Rankin Bass Christmas collection on DVD with 18 holiday favorites. So what I like about this is this has like every single level. Like you have your big ones. You have Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. You have the Little Drummer Boy, Frosty the Snowman. But then you also have some of that mid-tier stuff, like, you know, Rudolph's Shiny New Year, Santa Claus is Coming to Town, The Year Without a Santa Claus, which is actually my personal favorite. And then you just have some weird, I don't know if it's bottom of the barrel, but seemingly no one remembers it. Things like 1978's The Stingiest Man in Town, The Leprechaun's Christmas Gold, and The Life and Adventures of Santa Claus. I don't even know what that one's about. I know Here Comes Santa Claus, Santa Claus is Coming to Town, The Year Without a Santa Claus. I don't remember that one. And I don't know what of them, but here's a female snowman. So that must mean Frosty is looking for some trim. And I'm not talking about your Christmas tree. That's the only reason I made that joke, because I thought that was clever. So sue me. So now, in the video game department, pretty light, but I haven't gone crazy with all my systems down here, that we got main 2, especially for the Switch. We are looking at No More Heroes 3 that came out, and then we're looking at Xenoblade Chronicles 3. Now, No More Heroes is a long time bring back from the classic Wii series. Again, mostly action adventure. I think it's mostly just beat 'em up. Kind of stupid, but that's honestly all my mind can take anymore. So I am kind of excited to play over this one. And then Xenoblade Chronicles 3, I'm curious about. It got hailed like this huge, like, amazing game, especially for 2022. I think they changed it up from Chronicles 2, which was just a little bit too anime for me. When the main characters go, "We'll win with the power of friendship," it's just like, okay, eye roll. This is almost paint by numbers. I've heard different things about the gameplay, and I've heard nothing but good things. So I'm interested to see how this does. But in terms of it, just Switch games this year, amazingly enough. But neither of them seem to be that bad, but we'll give them a check. Again, hopefully coming sometime next year. Again, going back to practical side of things now. Socks. Big, fluffy socks. You might think I would complain about this, but I'm wearing a hat, I'm wearing an anime girl on my arm, and I am in pajamas. I'm pretty cold right now. So these are like huge, thick, fluffy stockings. I'm all for this anymore. Give me comfort items. I'm completely happy with this. This is all I want anymore. This next one, it tends to be a little weird because there's not a whole lot of like explanations or brand names, but for the past couple of years, I've been getting some fidget kind of stuff. Now, this is one of those. Now, the whole idea is that because of how this is set up or cut or anything like that, you can make up to 70 shapes with this. Except, I don't know if you know this about me, I'm not bright. Puzzles do not work great against me. So you basically end up using this thing. Okay, so there. I got all of one side. Technically, that's a shape. I can't tell you how I got here, and I probably would not be able to recreate it anytime soon. But as you can see, it is just kind of a nice little fidgety thing. Then I think I got, no. But it's color coded on each side, so each fold kind of has a different thing. Certain ones don't go through because of the green screen effect I got going on back there. But it is an interesting little distraction. But again, when you're dull or dim like me, you can't quite figure out how you get to certain places. Like, I can't tell you how I just did this. It just kind of happens. But it's an interesting little fidget cube. So it's interesting because you wouldn't think things like this will keep you, but then you just find out it's like you just keep on going, and it's just like, oh, it's been 20 minutes and I have done nothing but play with this thing. So interesting little call with this one. But the Gamer Sups were not the only drink of choice this year. As part of some presents, I got me some Screwball peanut butter whiskey. Now, I know everyone thinks, oh, flavored whiskeys, they're a little weird, you know. Now, I'm a flavored whiskey kind of guy. I don't mind Fireball. I like the Screwball, as a matter of fact. This itself is not that bad. It sounds iffy, but it's not, the flavor is not super strong. It's smooth. It is a nice little kick for itself. This is 70 proof right here, as a matter of fact. So do not shake your head at Screwball. It would be nice if there were some like trial bottles or something like that. But for me, I give this one my recommendation of choice. They actually are some cheaper peanut butter whiskeys, depending on like the level and things like that. This one will not dilute in water. It's actually pretty strong no matter what. So if you get the chance, pick yourself up some Screwball. It is a good choice. If you listen to me. I don't know if you do that or not, but if you listen to me. And finally, in an interesting one, I kind of have an idea for this one, but I am not a huge RPG guy, especially when it comes to like, you know, classics like Castles, Dragons, you know, whatever, take it or leave it. But I asked for and received the Fallout role-playing game starter set. So if you take something and put it current day, especially if it's RPG related, I'm interested. Now, I kind of have an idea to do a writing project on that. This is kind of going to act like the base, and then I just have to translate it with my crazy mind and then put it onto either paper or podcast. So kind of keep an eye on that. I got an idea. It comes with like 6 pre-made character sheets. I don't know if I'm going to make my own or use those, but this one is going to be interesting. I hope to use this in a long-term project. So hopefully you will see or hear something of this soon. No guarantees, but at least soon. And that is gonna be everything I got. Tell me, what did you think? What did you like? What did you dislike? What did you get? Leave a comment down below, and also click that subscribe button, ring the bell, do the whole thing. And hey, let me know if you want to see more videos like this. All you gotta do, head over to all my social media stuff. You can find me on Twitter, assumingly, TikTok, Instagram, and Twitch at Just Aewch. Capital J-U-S-T, capital A-E-W-C-H. Or if you want to send me an email, click the links below. You'll find it there. But until next time, everyone, this was your buddy and your pal, Aewch, saying we will see you next time. Bye-bye, everybody.